This is Harry Judd for Boxing Social in partnership with Empire Fight Store. We're at the Trafford Centre for the open workout for Liam Smith versus Chris Eubank Jr. What a way to start the year, Spence. I know you're excited, I'm excited. This has got hardcore boxing fans, all boxing fans, I think, excited, Spence.
Yeah, listen, stylistically, we know what we're going to get with these two. You ain't getting a chess match, you ain't getting a boring fight. And also, Harry, we've got amazing undercard as well. Do you know what I mean? Riakporhe versus Glowacki. That's a real banana skin for Richard Riakporhe. And then, Esserman, Congo. Who wins that one? Who knows? Massey gets his massive opportunity. Jack Massey against Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker coming off that defeat to Joe Joyce. What damage has that done to him? Jack Massey, the turmoil he's been through in the last 12 months. His wife losing a couple of kids, and him losing his IBO belt outside of the ring, the IBO cruiserweight belt outside of the ring, working as a scaffolder over Christmas.
That's how he found out?
Mate, bang, the phone goes and the opportunity's here. That makes that fight really interesting because that kid will give it everything to win that fight. So, what a card, man. What a way to start the year, man. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, I spoke to Jack last week. I was fortunate enough to go to the gym, and I said to him, Ben come on to Talk Sport and said, look, we could have got an American over who would have gone a few rounds with Parker and ended up, Parker would have ended up winning the fight, but Jack's got a real rocky story here, and we've said it time and time again, the things have happened in his past, so I think that fight just makes it a little bit more interesting, Spence. But to be honest, though, do you fear a little bit, though, for his safety in this fight?
Listen, I see it as opportunity. That's what boxers are in here for. He's had a tough ride. Yeah, he's had a tough ride, man. He was, 16-0, 19-0, come up against Richard Riakporhe.
Close fight?
Yeah, close fight, 2019. Since then, he went back, he rebuilt, won the IBO title, never got the opportunities, the phone never rang. IBO stripped him outside of the ring. The kid's had a rough ride, man, so I know people are going, look, he's a cruiserweight, he's too small, you do fear for him, rah, rah. Opportunity, the guy is tough and he will take it, and with what Joseph Parker's been through in his last fight, there's a lot of unknowns, so give him the chance, man. Yeah, of course he's a huge underdog, of course we expect Parker to win and inside the distance. Massey explained to me in the week, he said, mate, after I've been through what I've been through in the last 12 months, at the beginning of this year we found out, man, my wife is now pregnant again, we're expecting a baby in June. I get a phone call to box former world heavyweight champion Joseph Parker. He went, mate, things are starting to look up and I'm not letting go, man. I'm keeping the blinkers on. I'm going to give it everything. He went, I know I'm being written off in this one. I'm going to go for it. It's a good fight, mate. Give him the opportunity. Give him a chance.
I know you had him on your podcast, same as Nigel Travis and Charlotte Gilly as well. I'll give you a mention there. Let's go on about the main event, though. It's why we're here, essentially. I know it's a bit of a backboard there, but that man behind you, Liam Smith, what I've loved, first of all, though, not only with this fight, but in terms of how much Sky have been putting in with the production, the documentaries, behind the scenes, I think they've really, really built this one well.
Absolutely. Listen, this is a fight where both guys are running parallel in their careers. A loss for them is really, really damaging. A loss for Liam Smith, I think career is over. He's been on my podcast in a week. He said that himself. There's no road back. A loss for Eubank, he may go down like chasing the Conor Benn fight again, seeing what happens with Conor Benn. If that gets resolved, looks like he will be boxing at some point this year. So we'll see how that turns out. But Eubank has probably got that option. But realistically, world honours are gone. The winner of this fight gets a shot at an ageing Triple G. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, he beat Murata last time out, but there were times there when he looked old, he looked slow, and sometimes a little bit vulnerable. So it's a great opportunity for the winner of this. And with that on the line, so it's career world title, career over world title. Both these two are going to give it everything. And to tell you something else, Liam Smith won't be able to live a normal life if he loses to Eubank. I think Eubank's in his head. He's going to give it everything, mate. It's a really intriguing one. I've seen both guys winning. I still don't know who wins. We'll all have an opinion. Smith maybe edges it. He maybe finds a way to win, but you can never write Eubank off, man. He's got Roy Jones back in his corner. It's going to be interesting. It's an interesting fight, mate. It's a great fight.
I know you and Simon have spoke about this early on with the content you released earlier. You both say this is career-defining, this fight.
Absolutely. Career-defining, as in the winner gets an opportunity to go back on. Smith's already done it. He's already been world champion, gets an opportunity to become two-weight world champion. And for Eubank, he gets the opportunity to become world champion, you know, like a legitimate world title, not the IBO. I know he's been IBO champion, but he gets the opportunity to fight a modern day great in Triple G. There's a lot on the line, man, and it is career defining, definitely.
Only a few more for me. Look, Liam Smith has come out a few times publicly and said, I hope Roy Jones is in his corner. Do you think Eubank has improved with Roy?
I think we've definitely seen improvements. I mean, if you go back to Marcus Morrison, the first fight they worked together in, he looked like a confused fighter. He looked like he was caught between styles, and I didn't know if it was going to work. Then against Liam Williams, I saw massive improvements. Forget that was for the first 6 rounds. The last 6 rounds, Williams come back into it, but he was on the floor 4 times. Eubank looked good. There was glimpses of Roy Jones there and glimpses of himself. So be interesting to see what he brings here. But I think it was definitely starting to gel the last time we saw him in the ring against Williams. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. But we know what Smith's going to do. We know what Smith's going to bring. It's no secret. He's going to bring the heat, but he's cleverer than what people give him credit for. He's got a better boxing IQ than people give him credit for. He's not just a hands-up, walk-forward type of guy. There's a little bit more to his game than that, and I hope that Eubank hasn't underestimated that, because that's what he says he is. But Eubank's been playing a lot of mind games in the build-up to this. Eubank's not biting to all that. You know, I'm sorry, Smith's not biting to all that. You know, he's been around the block. He's been around the block, mate. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. This week we're expecting very much the same. Eubank trying to be annoying, trying to get in Smith's head. Smith not biting, Smith just focusing on the job. But one thing I can guarantee, they both give it 110%. Forget the 50s. They both know what's on the line here. It's a great, great fight.
Is there a knockout in this fight, Spencer?
I can't see it. I can't see it. I think it's going to go down to the wire, mate, and I think it could go split decision either way. I think it's that close. I think both guys are going to have their moments. You know, Smith might walk onto one of them Eubank uppercuts, and Eubank may pile the pressure on, but then Smith may overwhelm Eubank and just stay in his face and just outwork him and grind out the victory. There's many ways this can go, mate, but whatever way it goes, I see it being a close one.
Final stop there. Prediction, Spence, as you're now here. Put you on the spot there, mate.
Yeah, you have. I think Smith nicks it. I think Smith grinds out the win. I don't know. Yeah, but maybe. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how it goes. Listen, my prediction is great fight. That is for sure.
Boxing's the winner, Spence, is that?
Boxing is the winner, mate.